Okay. Kailangan ko na matuto masyado mag-English. But the problem is the topic. But yeah, let's try making games for now. And I guess I can learn English while talking alone. I guess. Or if there's some kind of viewers will come here, might be able to talk with them. But let's see. This was my second project. And I guess this is much more better than the than the first project that I have. A difference. I guess the only difference is that there's some kind of bug or some kind of error on Sprite 2D. But let's see. The position attack right, then it is supposed to be disabled, and now it's not disabled, then disabled again. But the position is here, so create that and oh, next is attack top. It is supposed to be disabled for now, not disabled, and disabled again. Then this is the position. Attack up, attack right, attack left, attack up. Okay. Now that this is done, but oh, I thought there's some kind of bug again. And yeah, also there's also a bug here. I forgot this part. But I guess that bug is because of is it because of this? I don't think so. Because even if I do this, it is still become like this, of course. Alright, let's make the animation to Assign animation player. State machine. Why is it like this? What the heck is happening? Why is it like this? Do I need to make the third project for this? Doesn't even went up. Just stuck. See? Not even. Why is it like this? I hate this. Why is it like this? I want to learn animation 3 already, and this kind of bug appears. Wow. If I can play CS2, I will already do that because I delete the League of Legends. But even this is the problem with gaming. Idle left. First idle left. Here. What's the problem on this? What? Yeah. I guess this is just a test for me to make my patience a little bit go up or endurance. So I'm going to, yeah, as sadly as it is, but I need to do it again. I need to make another project again. So I guess I need to remove all of this. The first project, even the second project. Next is just start again with first project, but with pain. What? Why is it? There's some kind of problem? Is the Godot hub so much? I guess I need to wait. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Wait. open the first project team, and I guess we need to remove some things here. Now let's let's try the let's try the first one. Let's try this first. Okay, let's do the main. Add tile map. Add script. Scene. Art. And already saved this on scene. Okay, I already have main. Now I need to make a character body 2D, a collision, add a capsule and collision, and add the art, this like endurance thing, because I did it again for a third time. Okay, I'm going for the 4, 4 again. Okay, I already have this. Rename this as player, and that's all. And add animation player and save this. Save this on scene, and yeah, can make already variable and just this supposed to be vector, and then this is vector 2 dot 0 is UI left, UI right, and another 2 up, um, click on input map, up, left, right, W, S, Okay. So the takes are clean. Next is let's see. Tile set on the tile map. Okay. Now I can. Oh, sorry. I can add the player now. And the run. The run. Main scene is a. So if I run this right there. I forget the camera. Let's see. Okay, now it is moving. It is one sprite. Then I just need to adjust this character also need to be on the okay. Next is one of the boring part has to make animation. It's just idle up. No, down face. Idle down. Oh wait. Should they make the hit area already? No, let's just do it later. Okay. Idle down. I need is texture, the H frame, the V frame, and F frame. I need FPS 10 and 0. Nice. Next, I put this up. This and put it again. Make it left first. Then now right. It is 13. Why is it not updating? What? Next is book down. Let's see first. Idle down, idle left, idle right, idle up. Okay, they're all done. Next is walk down. Oh, rather, I should use this instead. Okay. Oh no 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 no. Okay. Walk up. Just to walk up, walk down, walk left. Yeah, and it's my backwards. Really. 10 and then 11. Next is duplicate this to make it right. Oh, this is yeah, okay. Walk left, walk up, walk right, walk down. And the next thing is should I make it new? something like a chop down. Let's see if it will change. It did change. Okay, but can I still see chop down? How can we make this? Okay, texture, create frame, F frame, frame. Okay, I guess this is where I need to use area. Then collision. Uh, circle. Oh, my back hurts. I didn't need to exercise again. I guess I can rename this as hitbox. Hmm. Let's see. We can make the hitbox. Let's just say this is all good. Let's disable it first. Right, so that's where I'm not going to disable it and then disable it at the email. Then position. That's all I need for drop down. Next is to duplicate all of them. Chop up. First is the frame. Next of that is the position. Done. The chop off is done. Next is chop left. Next of this is the position. Now that the position is ready, I'm going to make this -10, -10 and 6. And then chop right. This just like how Stardew Valley, but with using this, well, this is just my one of the first game, so I guess it's okay. And as long as I really did, as long as I can finish this, that's all. That's all for this thing, and I'm going to make my own game after this because if I can do this, and since it is my own idea, then I guess I can make my own game if I did this just for the understanding on coding. And what's next? Oh, chop right. So done. Next is the position itself. Then 5 1 10 and then 5. Sorry for the noise of our dogs who's barking. We have many dogs in our house. That's why there's so much barking and I'm near on them since there are too many of them, and sometimes they're barking at the same time, and it's loud. That's why it can detect in this headphone, and this headphone is much more on the budget headphone. That's why it can detect the sound. Step left, step right, step up. Hmm. Now that all of these are done, let's see if the either um visible relationship. Let's save all of these and let's try it. I can try to zoom in camera. Oh yeah, the relationship is disabled, which is a good thing. So let's try to make the animation, which is we can do this in animation. Wait, assign the animation player. Wait, the problem here is I don't wait. Let's see again. How did they make it work?
So basically, we have all of the 12 animations set up here. What we're going to need next is a animation tree. So
The the sorry for that. So let's continue.
so right click on player and add a child node
The,
animation tree. In our animation tree, in the inspector, we're going to go to tree root, click on the drop down and do state machine. Next, be sure to set up
okay. See the animation node thingy doesn't have like mine. See, it is on. Why is it on? Oh, the active. Why is it like this?
the animation player and the inspector for animation tree. So assign the animation player. So next we can right click on the graph and add in 3 blend space 2Ds for our 3 sets of
Okay, animation is inactive. So let's try to make this work. We add idle there, walk, and also for me it's jump. It's either jump to either, walk to either, jump to walk. So Now that it become like this, let's see.
Of animations. So the to be moving in our go to the vector is not swing button. I'll swing the logic animations for you, or we can also set up auto advanced conditions. So these conditions basically encode. We just set something like idle when we want to switch back to idle as a Boolean, or is walking if we want to switch back to walk. And we can have a condition like swing pressed when we want.
Okay, I already know this, so let's try doing that. And now now that I don't have problem here, which is a good thing. So let's try doing that. And why I can what is happening? I can't. Oh, yeah, sorry for that. Switch at end, advanced, the mode is auto, and walk. And again, and advanced is idle. Idle to chop, which is to chop, and then walk to chop is chop again. Next is idle to walk, which is to walk to idle, which is idle. It's more like it's on the video. He said that it's more like the Boolean, and for my understanding is this is um this is the false and this is the true, I think, on my understanding on that video. Let's see.
Want to transition to the swing animations. So you can't have the logic actually occur inside of the animation tree, and that's what we're going to do for this character's player logic. So for going back from the swing state, let's change the switch to at end, and the mode is going to be auto, and the condition we can set is moving. For connecting back from swing to idle, let's do something
see, swing to idle.
similar. Let's change the switch mode to at end and the condition auto, and we'll say the condition is idle.
The condition is idle. Swing to idle, then the condition is idle. So more like the swing is already off or no, Boolean false, and the idle was now the true.
For going to the swing animation, let's set up a condition, which is going to be swing.
So let's get faster now.
Animation.
Oh yeah, animation. Let's see how can we make that. Oh yeah. Oh, I already have. I forgot that I already have this. So let's see.
Parameters. So if we're going to be ready var $2 animation tree, which means we go in the hierarchy, we find the node named animation tree, and we assign it to this variable animation tree when the script starts on ready. So basically now we can set parameters on animation tree. So let's make a new function, and we'll say update animation parameters. So if we want to set those parameters up, we can go to the inspector of the animation tree, expand parameters, and you'll see those can.
Let's do that first. Function update animation parameters. Oh, Motion update animation parameters.
Conditions that we typed in are actually going to appear here. Okay, so now to actually set these.
Wait, I forget the variable that we have already. On ready variable animation is supposed to be animation 3 equals to animation. So, and they said that a collision T, I think. But no, the parameters and then conditions. Oh, here. Conditions. This will appear. And I think it said that already that I can copy property of path. I think it said that yesterday. So let's see.
Parameters. We have the parameters set up inside of our little animation tree. If you look at the inspector and you expand down to parameters, conditions, you'll have these booleans that we set up. Idle is moving and swing. So if you right click on these, you can copy the property path. So if we go into the code and hit Control V, you'll see the path appears with parameters / conditions and then the name of the condition. To actually set it, let's delete that for a second and type in animation tree, which refers to the animation tree node that we are referencing up here at the top. And then in square brackets, put in parentheses, and then Control V to paste in the property that we're trying to set. So if we reference animation tree and then the path to the property, that means we're setting this Boolean value here. So for this value, we'll set it to true if a certain condition is met. And then the condition we'll use is going to be if velocity is equal to vector2.0. Okay, basically we're not moving, then idle is going to be set to true.
Wait, I need to try this. Why is it like if velocity is equal to vector dot 0, then animation 3 is idle? Oh. I need equal to true. True. But I think you said that animation 3 equal to 4. Then let's see.
And also at the same time, we can set is moving to false. And also for the if, it's two equal signs to compare values. We're not assigning them. So let's also set is moving to false here. So I'm going to write animation and we'll set that to false. Okay, so otherwise, if the take Control C, Control V, paste them down here and just reversing animation. Right now, we don't actually have a swing key. So this will be And then let's add a key to this. I'll use F.
So on else, I just reverse this. But
F on the keyboard. So just press F and then hit OK. And now F is going to use our tool. So let's close that. Okay, so now we can add the check for if the use action is pressed or if it is not into update animation parameters. So let's check if input, and this is kind of a global object you can reference. So you don't need to set it up in the inspector with an export variable or anything. So we're checking if action just pressed, and the action we're looking for is the use action. So put the string for that. So if the use action is just pressed, then we'll say animation tree, and then we need to put in, we'll say way of doing it. We could also like have,
okay. So I need some kind of use or any other thing, but I'm just going to copy that and also the bottom that we did that. And let's try if input that is action just press use no, use animation 3 drop equal to else false. My ear hurts. Oh, next.
have a timer where after 0.25, this should at least get us going for getting these conditions to be set. Now, one thing I do want to make sure is that the animation tree is actually active when our player starts. So we can add a ready function, function_ready. And when that happens, we can say animation tree.active is true. So when our script starts,
When we click this and on function ready, that means that the animation tree is true.
the animation tree will be turned on to active, and we'll make sure to call update animation parameters. I think animation parameters. So let's go ahead and hit
Add another function. Then call with animation parameters. So let's see.
hit play and
Oh.
see if anything actually happens when we move around. So as you can see, visually speaking, nothing's happening yet. So one way we can check why that might be occurring is going to the scene view while the game's running and click on remote. So in remote view, we're looking at the currently open game, and we can drill down to the game level and look at the animation tree of our player. So if we click on that, you'll see the conditions being set here. If I start moving, is moving actually gets set to true. And if we stop moving, idle is set to true. So the conditions are working, but the animations are not yet.
Oh, okay. The conditions are working, but the animation are not yet. So let's try that. Let's try that on remote. And let's minimize this. And clear animation tree. Yeah. And if we are moving, it is moving. Nice.
And the reason is that we simply haven't set up the animations inside of our blend spaces. So exit the game and go back to the animation tree and take a look at the animation state machine here. And we need to open up each of these blend states or blend spaces and edit them. So
And also, I just realized that this is so useful on some kind of, if we do animations not just on our character but also on other characters like enemy, or even the one that is an AI to use, like the villager or something like a mob or something like that. This is so much powerful that it can make the animation, it can make your animation to set up as fast, I think. No, as smoothly, I think. But let's see how smoothly it is. That's what they said on Google, but I want to experience it on myself, so I'm going to experiment this first.
So inside of a blend space, we have a 2D graph, and the animation tree will automatically select which animation to play based on how close to the value of the nearest animation that we happen to be. So if you click over here to create points, that's how you add an animation to the blend space. So click on create points, and then I'm going to click on the far left in the center, and then add a animation, and we're looking for idle left. So that is going to be at position 0. So that's going to be at position 0 for Y and -1 for X. Now we can go down here for the idle right. Let's go to the far right over here, left click, add animation, idle right. For the top and bottom animations, because I want left and right to be prioritized, I'm going to change the max for the Y to 1.1 and the min for Y to -1.1. So basically, if we press two directions at once, it'll end up coming closer to the left than it would to the top if our input is somewhere up here, because we're putting the Y value further away than the X value. Anyway, let's go to the top here, left click, add animation, idle up. And then down here at the bottom, left click, add animation, idle down. So left click on each point and make sure their values are correct. So up here, this one's 0, 1.1, that's correct. The bottom one is -1. So we want to pull that further down to be -1.1. And then on the far right, we have 1, 0. And on the far left, we have -1, 0. So now we set.
So let's try to set it up. Animation tree. How did he
Set up the other blend
again?
spaces in the somewhere up. And I'm here to play or blend spaces and edit
Oh,
them. So in
please edit. So this is either left, either right. Either up and either down. Okay.
case, like that 1 point you have. So go to the 1, 0. So now we set up the other blend spaces just like this. So go to the walk blend space and we're going to put 1.1 up here at the top, negative 1.1 at the bottom for the Y values. Let's add in the animations with create points, left click, add animation. So we want walk left. Over here on the right is walk right.
Okay.
And then at the bottom, walk down. And at the top, walk up. Okay, let's go back to the root. Do the same thing for swing. So set
Do the same thing. How did he?
the Y walk up, walk right. Okay, let's go back to the root. Do the same thing for
Root.
swing. So set the Y max, Y.
Go back to the root. Same on walk. Make it 1.1. Walk left. Walk right. Walk down. Walk up. And that's all for the job. It's the same
Y min to 1.1 and negative 1.1. Create points, add in the animations. So walk up, walk down, walk right, and then over here is going to be walk left. Okay, now these blend spaces. How do you set the X, Y values inside of them? So
Okay. It's the same. So walk. No. Top. Left. Left. I step left. Step right. Step down. chop up. It does have a sound. Sorry about that.
It's very similar to how we set up the animation parameters. If we click on animation tree, you'll see that there are blend positions for the idle, swing, and walk blend spaces. So we simply need to set the blend position for each of those as we update our character script. And how we're going to do that is we get the direction that our character is moving, and we set the blend position to that normalized vector direction. So right click on idle blend position, copy property path, which is going to come in here to update animation parameters. So we'll do animation underscore tree, square brackets, quotation marks, paste in the path to the blend position, and we're going to set that to the input direction. Animation property path, normalized vector direction. So right click on idle blend position, copy property path, which is going to come in here to update animation parameters. So we'll do animation
Please.
underscore tree, square brackets, quotation marks, paste in the path to the blend position, and we're going to set that to the input direction. So up here in physics process, we were getting that direction as a local variable. Let's actually make this a script-wide variable. So I'm going to remove the var here. Then I'm going to go up to the top and type in var direction is a type vector2. It'll default to vector2.0 before we start doing input. And we're going to update it every time in this physics processor. We do also need to remove this typing of the variable, since that's now up here at the top. And once you do that, it should go away. So we're setting this.
And some kind of will make the direction as a global variable. That's 0. This will remove. And next is
Variable whenever we update our physics process now. And this is already a normalized vector. So we just need to take the direction and set the blend position equal to that. So equals direction. And we need to do that 3 times for swing and walk as well. So let's copy this, paste it. And for the parameters, we can just type in here, swing. And down here, we'll do walk. So save that. Whenever the direction is updated, we're basically
okay, swing and walk. Then let's try that. It does make a normalize here. So let's do that also. Direction. Copy paste. Idle. Walk. And stop.
also going to update the blend position for all 3 of these blend spaces. So if we hit play now, we can see that the animations do change, but it doesn't entirely appear to be correct here. So let's check the animation tree and make sure that everything's set up correctly. So in animation tree, let's edit the idle blend space and let's look at each of these nodes. So down here is idle down, idle up, idle left, and idle right. Okay, and let's check walk. So we have walk up, walk down, and this one should be down here to -1.1. Okay, up there is positive 1.1. Over here is walk right, walk left. I think we actually need to inverse the walk up and the walk down, since up is actually down on the y-axis. So this should be walk down, and down here, this should be walk up. So you can just change that in the inspector. Okay, let's do that for all of them. This should be idle down, and this should be idle up, and then swing. This should be swing down, and then up here should be swing up at the bottom. Oh, yeah, of course. Also, for the blend, you want to set that to discrete. We're not trying to blend between the values here. We're trying to have it, once again, like the animation player animations. We're trying to instantly jump to each of these values. So make sure that your blend spaces are set to discrete mode. That's the other problem that's occurring right here. So discrete, and...
Oh, okay, that's right. So let's try that. This is discrete, and this must be dropped down. This will be dropped down. Either up, either down. Walk down, walk up,
and the walk should be discrete as well. Okay, let's hit play again and see if that's any better. So left, down, right, up. Okay, the walk animations are switching correctly.
Okay, let's see about that. Let's save it first, and let's see. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, I forget that. There's I need to code it first. The thing that I need to let's see if he has some kind of solution for this.
And whenever we let go, we're actually switching back to facing
left.
the left on the direction. And that's because it's setting the direction to vector 2.0. So as a condition for setting the direction, we should actually put in here if direction does not equal vector 2.0. So if we don't have any input, then we shouldn't update the direction parameters for the blend positions. So now if we hit play and we do up, down, left, right.
Oh, that or it needs to fix that if direction is not equal to vector dot zero. Yeah. Wait, there's some kind of problem on chop up. Let's see. What is the chop up here? Oh, yeah. So let's see. Chop down, chop up. Let's see. Now it's working. Wow. Yo, this is so cool. So let me. I need to. I need to remember this all so that I can understand all of it. So let's see. In animation tree, we need to make we need to assign the animation player and assign here the animation node state machine. Once we assign it, we can start on start here and end here. And if I'm going to add things like idle, walk, or chop, I just need to left click and add the blend space 2D. And I can connect this with connect nodes from the start to idle, to idle to chop, and chop to idle to walk to idle, and chop to walk or walk to chop. And I can then next is add add this, or um if chop to walk, I need to add on switch the at end. But if walk to chop, I don't need to do that, and I'm just going to do the chop. Yes, and here is walk also. So if idle to chop, I'm going to chop. So I don't need the switch mode, and I'm just going to chop. Right? Yeah, right. And if chop to idle, I'm just going to at end and idle. See? And if idle to walk, just if idle to walk, then walk, and walk to idle, then idle. See? Idle to walk is walk, walk to idle, idle. The reason why I think uh, one of on the video he said that it's more like a boolean. So since it's more like greater than and less than here, it's more like thi- this is the false one and this is the true. So walk is false, then the idol is true. That's why it become like that. And if we do all of this, we can edit this and add add this animation. What the heck happening here? Add all of this animation there. If idle, then idle left, idle right, idle up, and idle down, because the y is said there that it is the y is up, I think. Yeah, the y is up. It's more like x and y, something like that. Then that's why here the idle is down, and here on the top the idle is down, and on the bottom is idle is up. We need also to make it this on blend. What is the reason again? Let's see what is the
That should
reason for
clear up the
that. I
difference.
need to know.
Okay, a great sure layer and blend between, of course, down should be right. There's no up, walker up should be. You want to set that swing up at the bottom. Oh yeah, of course. Also for the blend, you want to set that to discrete. We're not trying to blend between the values here. We're trying to have it, once again, like the animation player animations. We're trying to instantly jump to each of these values. So make sure that your blend spaces are set to discrete mode. That's the other problem that's occurring right here. So discrete to, oh yeah, of course. Also for the blend, you want to set that to discrete. We're not trying to blend between the values here. We're trying to have it, once again, like the animation player animations. We're trying to instantly jump to
Instantly jump. So this blend is making the animation instantly jump on the next animation. So that's why this is the blend, and all of those is needed to edit it like that, and it's much better. No, it's not much better. It's needed to do the 1.1. By the way, this 2 is 1.1, and here is only 0.1, 1 0, 0 and 1.1, then 1 and 0. Next is walk. No. Next is ano, coding. Variable animation tree is this, and on function ready, the animation tree that active will become true, which is this. If you play it, it will turn on. And I think that in process delta, I think that's where it will continue in continuously run, something like while loop. And in basic process, I guess this is, I don't know what is the difference of these two, but just let's just focus here first. And if direction, I'll explain this. Now that I know all of this, then if velocity is equal to vector 2.0, I'm going to call the animation tree variable, copy paste the idle, copy the copy proper part of idle, and equals it in true, but also on walk, and else it will become the walk is true and the idle will be false, which means it is walking. Here is it is not walking, and if input of use is press, then the chop will come true, else the chop will become false. And here, this is one of also of important, the direction. If direction is not vector dot zero, which is this, then call the animation tree and second condition here on idle on chop and on walk, same as those three, to copy the property path and copy paste here and equal it on direction because the direction now is global variable and it's just um accepting vector 2. And yeah, I think I already get it, right? Next is, I guess, hitbox. I need to make the tree that I want to do. So let's make the tree. Wait, what? Oh no, 430. But wait, I need this sprite now. Animation sprite. No, let's just make this our first success. We will next stream, I guess. If I'm going to stream, I don't know when, but let's say if we stream tomorrow, we will do all of this. Make a tree, make a hurt box, and hit box, make help, make damage, make tree disappear, make yeah, that's, I think that's all for me to do it. And will I make a drop item already? I don't think it. Yeah, let's just say on other stream, make drop item. And yeah, that's all for today. And how many hours did I stream? How can I say? But yeah, that's all for today, guys. And yes, I'm really also it's offline. I'm not streaming offline. Oh
I'm
no,
not
I'm
streaming.
streaming. But yeah, that's all for today. And 302 to 433, then I guess it's 130 minutes, which is a good thing for me. And yeah, that's all for today. And I'll really try to stream for 4 hours. That's my goal. And yeah, that's all for today. And I hope that I can, yeah, yeah. For those who will see this, God bless you all. And thank you for listening, at least for a little bit, or even seeing this video. And that's all.